Hello, this is Dinah Lane from Channel 18 in Harwich. I'm here with Patti Tworek of the Chase Library. She is the president of the board. And hello, Patti.
Good morning. How are you?
Great, great.
Good.
And you?
Good, thank you.
We're looking forward to an update on what's happening at the Chase Library. I know there are a number of things happening.
Lots.
In fact, I attended one yesterday.
Yes, you did.
Which was really, really interesting. You might just want to mention that briefly before we go on. But
I absolutely will. Yesterday we hosted Tammy DiPasquale from the Eldridge Library. She is the assistant director, and I think she's also the director of youth services.
She is, yes.
And she talked about the rise in challenges and bans to books, and gave a very well-rounded talk, I thought.
She did.
And so that was really wonderful. I attend one of Tammy's book groups, and we read banned books, and it's been just a wonderful learning experience. So if you're interested in that, I would call the Eldridge Library and ask to speak to Tammy. We meet once a month on the last Thursday at 4:00. So yes, so that was our yesterday event.
Okay.
Shall I go on?
Shall you go on? You have many things to cover, so I would say we should go on, yes.
Okay.
What's the next thing up that we have for the public?
So the next thing up we have for the public is within the library, we have this little thing, that says, join our reading challenge. We can't take credit for this. This was on the Titcomb's bookshop website. And so in January, you read a book less than 100 pages. In October, you read a bestseller from the year you turned 18. I mean, there's a different category for every month. And so we just thought it was a fun idea. And we have several patrons who are going to try to do this.
Great.
So you just take one of these when you come into the library, and then you sign up. And when you come in, you keep track of what you've read. And, you know, it's just a fun thing to do. There's no prize. There's no anything. But
So it started in January.
right. But you can start anytime,
Okay.
you know, and you can read out of order, and you
Okay.
can read as many or as few as you want. You
And
know,
then
it's just
is there
a fun
discussion?
thing.
There are discussion times?
We haven't
or-
planned that.
No, okay.
We
This
just
is just to spark reading.
exactly.
Which is, of course, the point of a library, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Exactly. So there's that. On February 7th, which is next Tuesday, we're having a free workshop on iris paper piecing, paper folding. And we are going to be making a card. It's free. The supplies will be provided. I think you need to call and register at the library so we know how much material to have.
And that's iris, as in the eye iris or a flower.
Yes, because there's a little yellow dot in the center of every card you make.
Yes.
Registration ends this Saturday for that. On the 21st, which all of these are Tuesdays at 2 p.m. On the 21st of February, Alan Pollack is going to come. And he is going to talk about the challenges of how they go about covering the communities every week in a local newspaper. And so the changes in how that is, he'll speak fairly briefly on how the Chronicle has evolved, and then he's hoping to have some really wonderful discussions with the people who attend. So
That sounds fascinating.
although you don't need to register, I've already gotten emails about people saying we'll be there. So and you know, we can host probably 22 people in the back room. So I've already got 8.
Okay.
So
All right.
that's fun. We have the ukulele group coming back in March on Saturday. This is Saturday, March 25th. They're going to do Irish music. And we just know so many of those people. It's a ton of fun. They're going to do 2 programs this time because our back room is small and they take up half of it with themselves and their instruments. So we're going to do a program at 11 and a program at 1. And the program lasts about 45 minutes, I think.
Okay. And people do not need to register to attend that. Okay.
Just come as you choose.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Let's see. The next thing we're going to do is on the last 2 Tuesdays in March, the 21st and the 28th, I'm going to do a workshop on crocheting a stand-up basket, a freestanding basket. We're going to make small ones so that people can do it within 2 weeks, but you can also make larger ones to hold your magazines and things like that. There is a list of supplies that you will need, so that is a registration.
Okay.
So I would get your registration in by the 11th.
And then do you obtain the supplies?
No, individuals need to go
okay.
out, get the
Okay.
colors they want,
Okay.
and
you recommend materials, a particular material that you recommend
Yes.
to make these baskets?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So,
Very good.
Yep.
That's exciting.
That's exciting. And then, so we have 5 free programs during the winter. And then on April 10th, we are hosting Jane Healy. She has a new book coming out on March 11th. And we are having her come to speak to our patrons and friends on April 10th. So she's pretty fresh out of releasing her new book.
Yeah.
And
She's a very popular author.
her new book cover looks like this, and I'll send this
And
to
it's
you,
called?
Jamie. And it's called Good Night from Paris. And Claire
Great.
Cardone and I had a chance to do advanced reader copies of this. It's a wonderful story based on the life of an American actress who marries a Frenchman. And then when he serves during World War II, she joins, she does everything she can to get America to understand that they need to participate.
The importance of
And so it's a really wonderful read. That will be a fundraiser, and we're hoping, I haven't signed a contract, but we're hoping to have that at the South Harwich Meeting House, because why wouldn't you have a historical fiction writer at a wonderfully preserved historical place?
That's very, very exciting. Yeah.
So,
It's an
yeah.
ideal location.
Yes, we're really excited about that.
That would be great if that works out.
Yes,
So,
and
okay.
I'm hopeful,
Okay.
And then on May 8th, we are bringing back Juliette Fay. She's one of everybody's favorites. And her book comes out in April, and we have her in May. So again, we're very excited that we're able to get in at the ground level of promoting these books for authors that we love. Her book is called The Half of It, and I will send this to Jamie so she can use it. And that author talk will be at the Seaview. We have established a partnership, if you will, with the Seaview. And they're very good to us. And so if we can support them, it's hard to find places that will accommodate you if they're running, a regular restaurant business all day long. And so it has worked for us thus far. So we're very happy with the folks at Seaview, and hopefully they're very happy with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Sounds as if they are.
So we're pretty busy at the library this winter.
Yes. And then you have a few other things, other than the events, you had a few other things that you wanted to mention.
Yes,
that are going on just briefly.
I
You
do.
can fill us in.
Yes.
I know you're searching for a new library director. Maybe you can talk a little bit about that.
We are. Our library director, he was with us for a year and a half, and he has moved on to new things. And so we currently have a position listed on the Mass Board of Library Commissioners job posting site. But I just wanted to mention that if you know of anyone who is like considering retiring as a librarian, but doesn't really want to go from 100 miles an hour to zero, it's a 10-hour position, 2 days a week. It's non-benefited, so it's perfect for a librarian who has a retirement program in place and things like that. So should you know of anyone, should you be interested, please email the library. The library's email is chasellibrarywh for West Harwich. So chasellibrarywh@gmail.com. So if anyone is interested or knows of anyone, we'd be happy to have that information.
Okay.
Claire has come back to guide us.
The previous.
Our previous librarian has come back to guide us.
Yes, that's very kind of her.
It's very kind
Nice
of her.
to see her again.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, but we don't want to take
But
advantage
she's ready
of her.
to move on again as soon as you have
As soon as we have someone.
fill the
That's
spot.
right.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. And then you have a summer book sale, and you're always looking for books for that, right?
Yes, we sold a lot of books last summer. It was a wonderful fundraising event at Doan Park. We were
Yes.
there 3 times, and so we sold a lot of books. And so if you have books that are in relatively good condition, that have copyright dates from 2018 going forward to 2022, 23, those are the type of books that'll sell at the book sale. Maybe some really nice cookbooks. Usually they don't sell. Children's books sell if
A lot of
they're in
children's
good
books
condition.
sell, I think, yeah.
Because they're all visiting grandma, so grandma needs
Yes,
kids' books.
That's right. That's right. They're popular. I think.
So book donations anytime. You can plop them in the book drop with a little note that says donations.
Okay.
You can come
So-
to the library with them.
Yes, I actually have a question about that. The books that one gives you, do you have to designate whether they are to go for a book sale or whether you're asking that they put in circulation, or do you make that call?
We make that call.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter
That's
what my
right.
intention is in giving a book. You will do with it what you think is best.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
Yes,
That's
and
great.
sometimes we get, if a book is very popular and it's gone out
Yeah.
a lot, it starts to get tattered, and we might
I
get
see.
a one-person read for that title, so we would swap out the better book
Yeah, I see.
and put
Okay.
the more used book for the book sale,
Oh, I see.
where it
Okay.
costs you
Okay.
$1.
All right.
You know?
Yes.
So that was a great question. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. No, I've always wondered about that.
Yeah.
And the virtual service, you have a virtual service for patrons?
Well, we're exploring that. We're exploring what that entails. And we're also exploring grant money in order to be able to do that.
I see, okay.
So
that isn't in place yet, but you're hopeful that it will be
it would be
something upcoming.
wonderful if
Okay,
we could do
okay,
it.
Great.
It really would be.
Great.
Yeah.
And then finally, ways to contact you are through Facebook and Instagram and
Yes.
your website, which you've already given and we will have up on the screen. And also that you do a monthly newsletter. And if people are interested in receiving it, they
Yes.
can let you know.
Absolutely. So the website is chase-library.com. And then I've given the email, chaselibrawh@gmail.com. And I maintain a list of, it probably has about 150, 60 people on it. And we do one newsletter a month. Sometimes it doesn't get to you till maybe the 8th, depending on my life. But we do a newsletter and we try to feature, we do feature new books, but we also try to feature maybe a national holiday and the books that we might have at the library that we'll do a display that goes with Black History Month or something like
Right.
that. And then there are notes about upcoming events.
The events, yes.
Yes.
I always look forward to your newsletter.
Thank you.
So it's a great thing. Okay, well, thank you so much, Patti, for
Thank
coming
you.
in and filling us in on all of this information. And I'm sure people will find their way to your little piece of heaven there
Yes, it
in
is.
West Harwich. Yes,
It
okay.
is. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. It was good to be with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much. This is Dinah Lane from Harwich, Channel 18.